We're back. It's Rockin' Live. Rockin' Behr Live. What do you think? NFL Week 1, Thursday night. We're about kickoffs at 7?
Yeah.
We're about an hour and a half away from the first kickoff, so we're making our predictions now. Game 1 tonight, a big one. Buffalo going to SoFi Stadium, going to the West Coast. Buffalo minus 2.5. Rock, what do you think?
I think 6'5", 245 pounds. Buffalo wins by 10.
Buffalo wins by 10. I think Buffalo's going to have to get out of the pocket, and that makes Josh Allen poised to get a lot of running yards because Aaron Donald's going to get in there. He's going to get after it.
Right.
Von Miller, I think he wants a revenge. I'll give Von Miller 1 sack tonight against Matt Stafford.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so I think Buffalo's going to win and cover. The next game in Atlanta, we have New Orleans marching into Atlanta, going to see the Birds. Rock, what do you think? Atlanta's getting 5.5 at home.
I'm like in Atlanta. I'm like Atlanta with the points. I just don't see New Orleans in sync yet. And they're on the road, and this is the making of the comeback of the year player.
Possibly. Mariota.
Okay, let's do it.
Mariota is
Who do you like?
I like Atlanta. I like Atlanta getting the points. Okay. I think maybe New Orleans might get a last-minute field goal to win. I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Atlanta might win outright. I think Mariota's a competitor. When he did suit up with Las Vegas, he looked strong when he had his little package, and he played well in Tennessee. But they took Tannehill instead. So I think
he's got wheels.
He's got some wheels.
All right, let's go, baby.
All right, moving on. San Francisco 49ers going to see the Bears. The Bears are getting 6.5 at home. I don't think Justin Fields liked that very much. Rock, what do you think?
Well, he's going to be running for his life because I saw his offensive line when he did play this year, and he had to scramble out of the pocket every time. Had a great second game. San Francisco by 13.
All right, I also like San Fran. I think they'll cover the 6.5 and win by a touchdown. I think it's going to be the over/under is only 42. Actually, live 40.5. I think it might be an over. So I think there might be some. I think there might be more scoring than we think. San Francisco, Deebo Samuel will have 2 touchdowns on
the man
on
among
Sunday.
men, Deebo.
2 touchdowns. So they'll cover. They'll win and cover.
Somebody picked him for MVP.
It's highly possible.
Yeah,
I think it's hard for a skilled player to be able to have a type of season. All right, the Steelers, led by Mitch Trubisky, going to see Joe Burrow and company at home. Joe Burrow and company minus 6.5 at home. Rock, what do you think?
Well, what are they going to think of Matt Nagy when Pittsburgh wins this game with his little short passing game with Mitch Trubisky? I love Mike Tomlin. I think that they're going to cover the spread and they might win outright. Like in Pittsburgh.
Oh, no, it's not so fast, my friend. Jamar Chase is going to have 2 touchdowns. Joe Burrow he's going to control the game, play well. Joe Mixon should run around, control the clock, and Cincinnati will win and cover. So we're different on that one.
Defensive team. Defensive scores. Okay, let's go.
We'll see. All right. Philadelphia going to Detroit. Detroit plus 3.5 at home. Over-under is now 48.5. Rock, what do you think?
I'm not doing over-unders. Forget about it. Philly wins this one by 10.
I'm not asking you for your pick. I'm just saying that's projected points. So 24 points apiece, approximately. Right. So
I don't care. Philadelphia by 10.
Philadelphia by 10. I think Philadelphia by 7, but the Detroit is actually 11 consecutive covers on week 1. So I think Detroit might sneak out a game at home. If this was on the road, it's 100. Actually, I'm going back. I'm taking Detroit. I'm taking the prophecy. I mean, Detroit will go 12 straight consecutive covers. So I think the 3.5 points might be the determining factor.
Pick it.
They might win outright.
Pick it up, Seth.
They might
All right, come on. Let's go.
All right. New England Patriots go into Miami, interdivision game on week 1. This game means a lot for this division because both these teams are going to be fighting for second place in the division underneath the Bills, in my opinion. Rock, what do you think?
I think you've got Belichick and you got Mac. Not that he ever was there, but I think Mac is back. Tua is going to be running around a lot. I'm a little confused. I got New England winning the game outright. That's an upset, by the way.
All right, I agree with that. I think Belichick's too sound. He's going to game plan. Tyreek might break one loose, but I don't think Tua is as up to par with what we think he is. He was great. He was great on Bama. But,
yeah.
I mean, who isn't when you have the best of the best all around you? That's everybody's top tier in the NFL. And I think Mac Jones he's fitting into his position, and I think he's gonna show up. He's gonna show up and upset Miami on the road.
Okay.
All right, Baltimore going to see the Jets. Only 6.5 points here for Baltimore. What do you think?
That was a surprise. Whoever they are, say the Jets have some pretty good defense. Baltimore could turn the ball over. I'll take the Jets and the points.
All right, I think Joe Flacco starting for the Jets.
Exactly.
Joe,
A Super Bowl winner.
Jet Joe playing his old team, the Falcons. I think Baltimore, when they're healthy right now. I think this game's going to be Baltimore by 14. The Jets, good luck.
Okay. Another up. No, that's not an upset.
All
But
right.
that's a cover for me.
Jacksonville Jaguars going to see Washington Commanders. The first Commanders game of the season, official season. Rock, what do you think?
Well, despite that great Washington defense, they're going to turn the ball over in Jacksonville. Another upset outright. I'm upset. I'm upset rock today.
You're,
all right?
You're upset.
I'm
All right.
upset.
Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville on the road here. I think Trevor and Etienne get some chemistry. I think that might develop a little bit of a running game, which is what Trevor needs to be able to take the little bit of pressure off his shoulders. I think he's feeling the weight of the team on his shoulders, and that's why he hasn't been performing thus far.
Okay.
So I think this might be his breakout year or his bust year. But I want to see a breakout because I think he has a chance to be good if he can stay healthy and his team can. I think they'll have more than 4 wins this season.
Alrighty.
All right, Cleveland Browns going to Carolina. Revenge game for Baker. Carolina only minus 1.5 at home. That's almost a pick 'em at home, Rock. What do you think?
McCaffrey, Mayfield, he's got a lot to prove. He wants. It's too bad it's not in Cleveland because he'd play better. Carolina by 10.
All right, I agree. I think Carolina's going to be as sweet as an M&M. That's McCaffrey and Mayfield. So I think, Baker has a chip on his shoulder.
There's another MVP candidate. McCaffrey's
He's fragile.
Like Debo.
He's fragile.
Like Debo. Yeah,
I like to see.
Yeah.
I think the over/under on the games for him this season is 6 games. I think he's either going to be healthy all season, or he's going to go down. I mean, he's let me down 3 years in a row. I believe he hasn't played more than 4 or 5 games.
That's a good point. All right.
But one little fun fact: Baker Mayfield, when he transferred from Texas Tech to OU, every time he played Tech, he beat them handily. And I think he has that type of competitor mentality, and I think he wants to show up.
Yeah.
I think Carolina by 14.
All right.
All right, moving on.
That's a big blowout.
That's a big blowout.
Alternate spread line, they have that with the book.
That is.
We don't really gamble, though.
All right, Indianapolis versus Houston. Houston getting 7.5 at home. The line opened at 8. Matt Ryan looking for his last hurrah, and Houston Rock. What do you think?
Well, they got a good running back. I'm gonna go with another upset. Forget about the line. I'll take the line anyway, but I'm saying Houston wins this one at home.
I disagree. I think Taylor is gonna run the ball like he did last season. He's gonna have a 150-yard game because Houston just doesn't have a good defense.
Not so fast. These guys they practice, but it's not the game situation. I think it's a slow start for him. I think these guys aren't in real game shape. I'd be worried about my running backs and my wideouts getting hurt. Houston, outright. Let's go, baby.
Not so fast again. One more mention. Exactly what to your point.
Right.
That these teams haven't been playing and haven't been going at game speed. I think game speed is more critical for the defense because if you miss one step against these professional players, they'll execute. And 2 seasons ago, I had a 5-team parlay, 5 overs. They all hit. I think there's going to be a lot of overs in week 1.
Okay.
All right, moving on. The next game, the New York Football Giants are going to see Tennessee. Tennessee, Derrick Henry. Is he going to put his crown back on this season? Minus 5.5 at home, Rock. What do you think?
Well, at home, they're going to win. That's 5.5. Giants are going to keep it close. Saquon Barkley's going to keep it close. Giants cover.
Giants cover. I disagree. I think Tennessee's going to win and cover the one, despite a touchdown. Nothing big, but I think a touchdown.
What was the line?
It's 5.5. So a touchdown covers.
I'll still take the Giants.
All right, you'll take the points. Maybe it's only a 3-point game. All right, another interdivision game in week 1. I love all these interdivision meaningful games on week 1.
Big one.
Aaron Rodgers, minus 1.5, a road favorite versus a team a lot of people are picking to win the division in Minnesota. Rock, what do you think?
I'm taking Thielen. And I'm Kirk
Thielen,
Cousins. Jefferson and Kirk Cousins.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. I'm taking them to beat the Packers by 10.
They have a lot of tools.
By 10.
All right.
Okay.
They have a lot of tools. I think definitely more tools than Green Bay does. Adam Lazard, I don't know if he's going to be the number 1 guy. Aaron Rodgers last season, his week 1 was abysmal, and then he went ahead and won 7, 8, I think maybe even 10 in a row. So I think historically week 1 for Green Bay, I think there might be a little slump, and then there'll be a fire underneath Rodgers come after week 1.
Minnesota. You could call me Upset Rock because I got about 7 of them.
I think Minnesota.
Let's
I think
go.
this game means more for them.
I'm going to win
playing the
Keith's
Packers.
league. I'm going to win Keith's league.
Okay, we'll see. Number one best picker.
No, yeah, right.
All right,
Okay.
moving on to 2 more afternoon games. Kansas City playing the Cardinals. Kansas City on the road, -5.5. Murray got his money. Do you think he's going to play, or is he going to be funny?
No contest. Mahomes is going to come out there and get to the Super Bowl or the final round of the playoffs, and no, Mahomes is going to go absolutely nuts. Arizona, little Kyler Murray is going to get his face rubbed in the dirt. That's KC by 13.
All right, I'd also agree. I think Casey's going to win because Arizona, without DeAndre Hopkins, I don't know if he's playing, and that's really the best chemistry that he has with his receivers. Zach Ertz, I believe, is still there playing tight end. I don't think he's enough to be able to keep up with the pace of Kansas City. I think Kansas City by 10.
Now, besides Chris Young, Kansas City has 2 new, well-known starters on defense. And you know that Cliff Kingsbury's going to have to be throwing the ball around. And they're going to knock Kyler Murray on his ass. And I'm going to raise this to a 21-point victory.
Okay. All right, I like it.
All righty, let's
All
go.
right. The last afternoon game, Las Vegas, the Raiders going to see the Chargers. Are the Chargers going to bolt up, or are they going to fizzle out in week 1, Rock? What do you think?
Well, they've got a better quarterback per se, right?
Arguably.
Carr's good, but he doesn't have the big savvy. Although Josh McDaniels, remember, offensive coordinator now. They got new stars on this team. They got a great running game. They got a good defense. Once again, I'm taking the dog outright.
All right.
Vegas wins outright.
We'll see. I definitely think Vegas has a shot. They have plenty of tools. They only built up their offense. I mean, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, Renfro, and plus Devontae Adams.
There you go.
I think that gives plenty of tools for Derek Carr to do the job. He doesn't have to be amazing. Doesn't have to force anything.
Right.
But I think there's plenty of options for the defense not to be able to keep up with that many tools. I like Las Vegas on the road in week 1.
Dan, it's going to be upset city, isn't it? Okay, let's go. 2
All right,
more.
Sunday night football. Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming to see Dallas. Dallas Cowboys hosting. This is a rematch from last season's Week 1 showdown, or Game 1 showdown, but it's Sunday night football instead. Rock, what do you think? Cowboys are getting 2.5 at home.
We commented about the game last year on the road. Dallas, kicked their ass and lost. And Todd Bowles could not figure these guys out. And we're just going to see how good Kellen Moore is. I'm changing my mind. I'm taking another dog. I'm taking the Cowboys to win by 3.
Cowboys to win by 3. I like it. Both quarterbacks haven't really shown up in the preseason. How ready is Dak? How ready is Tom? I think Tom was born ready. He's been doing this since a lot of these players were in diapers. They buffed up their defense, added Hakeem Nicks. So the defense is stronger.
That's a big one, yeah.
They did lose one of the running backs, Ronald Jones, who didn't really have the biggest season last year compared to his rookie season in 2020. Does Leonard Fournette have enough juice left in the tank to be the number 1 consistent running back?
And the other thing about Brady not playing in the line is they're not accustomed to playing together. There's a couple new guys, I think, just left.
I think his center is also gone, too.
Yeah, so I think if Quinn can play on this side of the yellow line and not give Brady 6 and 7 yard dinks, then I'm afraid Dallas is going to win that game.
Yeah, Micah Parsons, 2 sacks. He's too fast. Fastest man in the NFL is an inside linebacker. All right, the final game, Monday Night Football. Seattle is going to see Denver and Mile High. Denver's going to see Seattle. 2 quarterbacks that played in the opposite teams last year, but Geno Smith got the start for Seattle. Seattle's getting 6.5 at home. That's a pretty big line at home, Rock. What do you think?
Well, they got some receivers. You've also got another very good coach. But with all that crowd, I'm going to take Seattle in the points, but not an upset.
I agree. I think Seattle might be a field goal game. I think Russell has a lot of adjusting to do with the new team. The defense is strong for Denver, not so much for Seattle. I think Denver wins 21-17.
That sounds about right.
All right.
Remember those good receivers?
That's why they're good 17 points. I bet you touchdowns and a field goal.
And
all right, that will do it for week 1. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week for week 2. Rock and Berries, what do you think? Comment down below.
Upsets.
Comment down below if you agree with us, and let's who's your favorite pick this week. See you next time.